Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing the content of chapter 1. So stay with me until the end of this video to learn more about how to write your chapter 1. So, ito na yung format ng inyong chapter 1. Nakaset na ni siya. Dari ana mo mag-edit. Ako lang ni isend sa inyong GC. So, above is your research title. Naka-bold and naka-capitalize lahat. Okay? But do not write a quotation mark. So, ana lang gid siya. Murag sentence form but in capital, naka-capital siya. Then, the logo. Tama na ang size, ana. Then, here, wag na kayong mag-edit dito na part. Okay? Dirian na mo mag-edit sa inyong name of the researchers. Okay? In alphabetical order. Okay? So, mauna yung sino yung, kung merong naka-letter A yung, so, naka-alphabetical order siya. Dili kay mauna ang name ni leader, but should be in alphabetical order. And below is the month and the year, but ayun na ni apila si parenthesis. So say for example, you will be submitting your chapter 1 on May, so lagay niyo lang dyan May 2022. Okay? Now we proceed to the content of your chapter 1. So, the title of your chapter 1 is your introduction. So, in the introduction, by the way, the name of the chapter is, dili siya capitalized. Ang naka-capital lang is yung title ng chapter. So, for chapter 1, we have the introduction. So, ito yung mga content, no, ni introduction. Of course, we'll begin with a discussion of your problem or topic, which was already written in your research title proposal. Okay? So, improve na lang to siya. And kung kulangan inyong global and national and local studies, so just add, okay, at least 3 studies of each global, national, and local. Then, followed by your purpose of the study, research questions, theoretical lens, importance of the study, scope and limitation, definition of terms, and your organization of the study. So let us discuss this one by one. Okay, so beginning with the discussion of the problem or the topic, no, it was already discussed during or in my previous video yung research proposal. So, if you have not yet watched that one, so pakitingnan na lang, no? And just ilagay ko lang ang link, no, sa ibabaw. Then, nalay na add isa kining social relevance. So, i-add niyo dito sa last part of the introduction or sa kining nga part, no, nga how relevant is your study in the society. Okay? So, one paragraph lang na siya. Pwede lang. Next, we have here purpose of the study. So, in the purpose of the study class, we will use the template of Creswell. Okay? So, in your purpose of the study, it is just a short and concise, but everything is there, including the participants and short meaning of the research title. Alright? So, it will be written in this manner. Mag-provide na lang mo sa blank kung unsa ang needed or necessary nga information nga ibutang dinhaa. So in this case, the purpose of this study, halimbawa phenomenological study, is to understand, describe, develop, discover. So pili lang mo dinhaa. Then the central phenomenon of your study or the problem for your participants at the research site, kung asan nyo i-conduct inyong research. The next sentence, at this stage in the research, the central phenomenon or your problem will be generally defined as, so you're going to provide here a tentative or preliminary definition of your central concept. Okay, so define lang shortly in inyong research title. Okay, so mubo lang na siya. Medyo taas lang ani kining first part. Okay, medyo 5 to 6 paragraph man na siya. And take note that dili ma-apply ang katong 5 years backward nga literature ninyo sa year. Okay, so 10 years backward, we will start from 2012 to 2022. So if you will be using 2011, 2010, 2009, 2008, dili na siya pwede. Okay, kay below naman na siya sa 10 years. Okay, then we proceed to the research questions. Okay, so in your research question, you should have 3 central or grand tour questions. Katong very broad na mga questions. And then you're going to reduce that one into specific questions, no? So, for the format of the phenomenological study, unang-unang tatanungin is the lived experiences. So, say for example, itong medical transcription students. Okay? And then below it, you will be providing 3 sub-questions also. But make sure that each sub-question should have or should yield different answers. No? So, dapat lahi-lahi ang focus anang kada sub-questions. Kay, during your theming, dili na mo maglisod sa pangita og theme. No? Kay, lahi-lahi man ang focus sa kada sub-question. Okay? Muna siya ang purpose ana niya. Second question should be on your coping mechanism or strategies. Okay, in this manner, it is written, what are your coping mechanisms as a medical transcription student? Then, make 3 sub-questions out from that broad question. And number 3 is insights, hopes, aspirations of medical transcription students. So, pili lang kayo kung insight ba yung pangutana, ang hopes ba, or aspirations. And then again, provide 3 specific questions or sub-questions. Okay? So, that's it for your research questions. We move on to your theoretical lens. Okay, this has already been discussed also during your title proposal, but ako lang ibalik. So, the older theory, the better. Okay? So, ayaw mo kalibog kaysa theoretical lens, dili ma-apply diri as katong 10 years backwards. So, the older the better man. So, you can use 1960s nga mga theories, 1970s, 80s, and so on. Okay? Kay the older the better. Alright? So, some of you have or kanang na-confuse, no, kung sa yun yung theory. Take note, when we say a theory, dapat na siya yung title and then ay author. Kay kasagaran sa inyong i-present during your title defense, study lang siya. Lahi ang study sa lahi ang mga article, mga propositions sa theory. As theory is established na siya nga kanang idea and frequently used na siya by a lot of researchers. That is why the older theory, the better. Kay na-test na ang iyahang kuan, ang kana ang idea sa kana nga theory. Okay? So, example, nga pagka-present kay most of you, naalagi theory pero copy-paste lang from the source and too long na kaayo ilahang kuan, mga ideas nga gi-add, gi-present. So, just give a 1 paragraph definition of the theory, no? And then next paragraph is your discussion on the connection of your theory to your study. Kung sa connection di ay sa kana nga theory ninyo sa inyong study. So, i-discuss niyo na sa next paragraph. So, kibale, 2 paragraphs lang in every theory. Since you will be giving 3 theories, so therefore, in the theoretical lens nga part, you will be having 6 paragraphs. So, 1 paragraph for the discussion again, and another paragraph for the connection of your theory to your study. Making it 6, kay 3 theories 1. Ang iyong first theory nga i-discuss should be your main theory. And then ang duha is sub-theory lang to sila. Alright? Now, let's proceed to the importance of the study. Okay? So, importance of the study, kung sa quantitative study pa ni siya or sa quantitative research, it is equivalent to your significance of the study, wherein you will be discussing the individuals who can benefit from your study. Okay? It's either the stakeholders, educators, students, parents, and so on and so forth. So, I have here an example of significance lang ni siya, pero the same thought lang man na sila. Ang word lang ang nagkalahi. Okay, so you will be having your introductory sentence. So, say for example, you'll say, this study will benefit to the following, or this study will be beneficial to the following individuals. First, student. So, take note, naka-bold, tapos period after that one. Then, nga naman, give one sentence, the reason nga nung makabenefit man sa student. Next, teachers. Then, reason. Parents. Teacher researchers or the researchers. So, kamo na bahalaan na kinsa ang makabenefit sa inyong study. Right? But make sure na agad mo yung reason nga no. So, say for example, this one, makabenefit si teacher because the teachers can also gain significance in this study. For there, they would assist or assess the needs of the students and compare and contrast the use of internet and books in the educational field. Si parents pod, nga naman, the parents will also be able to demonstrate the significance of the use of internet and books and so on and so forth. Alright? So, yung na pagka-present. Sunod ni importance is the scope and limitation of the study. The scope and limitation of the study class, this is where you will discuss who are included or what are included and who are not and what are not included in your study. Alright? So, you will also discuss here the boundary of your study, the parameter of your study. Aha lang siya, taman ang inyong exploration. Okay? So, example, ingon ani pagka-present si scope and limitation. So, the research focuses on finding out the primary factors that affect the condition and the performance of car engines. Recent studies and researches will be used as reference in finding out what affects the condition and performance of different kinds of car engines. The study will focus on the car engines as a whole and not on its individual parts. So, klaro gid no kung asa mag-focus ang ilahang study. Another, this research will not extend to the advanced factors that affect engine condition and performance, such as the complex parts of the engine and the special feature car manufacturers put in their engine design. So, mo ni ang weakness, no? I-admit nimo ang weakness sa imuhang study. Ano man, for you to provide strength to your study. Okay, kay mo lamang ni inyong focus. So, mo man yung dili focus, state na ninyo. So, in this case, dili daw sila mag-focus sa factors that affect engine condition and performance, just like complex parts of the car engine and the special features car manufacturers put sa engine design. However, now the basic structure of the design of the engine will be covered. So, mo ni ang ilahang kibali strength nila. No? I-state nila ang weakness and then mo ni ilahang focus, which gives strength to their study. It will also show the relation of the factors with one another. So, klaro kayo no kung unsa ang inclusion nila, unsa po ang excluded. Unsa included, unsa ang dili appeal sa ilang study. So, ingon ani po ang pagka-present dapat ha sa inyong scope and limitation. Okay? So, focus lang gid mo class kung unsa gipangayo. Ayon no mo daghang istorya. Focus lang mo kung unsa, be direct to the point kung unsa ang gipangayo ana ang part. Actually, mugbo lang ni sila as you can see, no? Unlike sa chapter 2 nga very lengthy. Next is your definition of terms. Sa definition of terms class, take note, ang i-define lang ninyo is or are the keywords of the title. Kung unsa tong mga unique words nga nasa yung title, mo lang 'to inyong i-define except the articles. Okay? Just like the, to, ayun na sila ipang-define. Kato lang mga unique words. Okay? So you provide an introductory sentence. And then 2 definitions ang inyong i-provide ha. The conceptual and operational definitions. Okay? Define only important terms. So, unsa ng operational and conceptual definitions? When we say conceptual, that is the definition that is coming from a source, no? So naamoy source ana nga definition na ay nagsulti ana. But when we say operational definition, this is your definition of the term based on your study. Giunsa ninyo ni siya paggamit nga term sa inyong study. So again, dalawang definition, operational and conceptual. Una is the definition coming from a source. Then, second definition is your definition of the term based on your study. Yun sa inyo siya paggamit sa inyong study. Okay, 1 sentence lang na siya per definition. So therefore, there will be 2 sentences in each word that we will be defining. So say for example, kini siya. So introductory sentence niya is this one. For the purpose of clarification, the important terms used in this study have been defined. The following terms are K to 12, period. Letter K refers to kindergarten and 12 refers to additional 2 years in the basic education. It is the additional years after 4 years in secondary schooling. Okay. Then rationale or rational. Ang definition niya is denote the underlying principle of a certain program. So, ang operational definition niya is in this study, it refers to the basis of the creation of K-12 program. No? So, klarong-klaro no na giun sa definition niya and giun sa pag-define silang study. So, ingon ana si definition of terms. Again, keywords lang sa title ang i-define and provide 2 definitions, conceptual and operational. Right? So, lastly is the organization of your study. In this part, class, you are going to discuss how you organize your study. Begin with aim of the study and what tools to use to gather data. Alright? So, ibalik tanaw lang ninyo unsay aim ninyo sa inyong study and then unsang tools inyong gamiton. Gamit mo mag-interview, di ba? So, interview questions ang inyong tool. So, kung magkuan mo, mag-IDI mo, i-mention pod, or mag-FGD mo, i-mention saan siya. Then, discuss what each chapter is all about from chapter 1 to 5. So, in the organization of the study class, it is some sort of summary sa inyong each chapter. Okay? But this time, wala pa man tanahuman, nagsugod pa man ta sa chapter 1. So, most probably, ang inyong pang mabutang diriya is the summary of chapter 1 and then 2. Okay? So, kung makaya si 3, pwede sad siya. Dili pa ta mag 4 o 5. Kaya after naman to siya makandak ang study. Alright? So, ingon anion lang siya. So, the study comprises different chapters as prescribed. Wala ganyan na butang diri ang aim and tools sa ilahang study. So, ang chapter 1, so take note, naka-bold siya. And then, ang the rest, dili na. Ang chapter lang ang naka-bold. So, in chapter 1, consists of the introduction, which covers the purpose of the study. It also includes the research questions, the theoretical lens, where the study is anchored, the importance and the limitation of the study, and the definition of terms used and organization of the study. So, ana lang class, very plain and simple lang. Inyo lang yung i-define or i-discuss unsay sulod ani nga chapter. Chapter 2 pod, okay? Chapter 2, on the other hand, covers the review on related literature and studies that support the present study in various ways. Alright? So, very short lang siya, kay RRL lang man siya. In connecting the paragraph class, use also mga transitional devices. Okay? Para gwapo basahon inyong research. Even sa introduction, katong discussion of the problem na part, in connecting your global studies, national and local, use also class more transitional devices. Kana mga moreover, furthermore, and in addition, kana sila class. Daghan kay tag transitional devices. So, palihog lang gamitan ninyo sila. Alright? So, I guess that ends your chapter 1. Balik lang nako that these are the content of your chapter 1. Unang-una, discussion of the problem, purpose of the study, research questions, theoretical lens, importance of the study, scope and limitation rather of the study, definition of terms, and organization of the study. All right? I hope you have understand each part of the discussion or of the introduction. If you have any questions, you should just comment on the comment section or PM me or ask me personally. All right? So I will be sending this copy to your GC so that you can start writing your chapter 1. Okay? So I think that's all for this discussion. Thank you so much for listening, and I hope you have learned something out from this discussion. Please like and subscribe, class, para managhanta. Okay? So goodbye everyone and have a nice day. Bye!